Well, I am deep in the New Zealand backcountry fly fishing for trout. I'm hooked up, as you can see. There's some big fish in here. But it's been quite an adventure getting in here. And it's going to be an adventure getting out.
Okay, let's do that.
I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be an adventure. So come and join me.
Coffee stop.
Muddy. There's a lot of mud. Should take about 45 minutes to about an hour. Okay, we're on a bit of a detour, unplanned. I took a wrong turn at the start and took a veering off track. There's quite a lot of tracks in the back here, and they ended up in the wrong place, so I got to make my way back to the track that I'm supposed to be on. Well, it's ready to try and get out of here. Time's out of there, all right. Few bits and pieces to climb out through. We've got the junction with the main track. Some really bad technical bits here. I don't know how long this down bit is going to go on. We're going down, which I think is to the first stream crossing. This is nasty, and I'm glad it's a very small light bike, so I don't have a big thing that can fall over on me, and I can easily reach the ground with my feet for when that happens. Inevitably slide it down like that. Back wheel is slid off. Oh, holy moly, that was a bit of work. Okay, hopefully it's a bit better for a while. Too much more of that sort of stuff, and I'm gonna have to call it quits, because that on the way back is going to be pretty hard. It's only about 100-meter stretch, but too much of that and we're a problem. This is nice though. First sign of the water. That's the river I'm going to, but a bit further downstream. Well, they weren't joking when they put a caution sign up the top. There was a big caution sign up the top, and basically this is a big downhill mudslide, and it's going to be interesting to come back up. I don't know how long this goes for. It's not too steep, it's just going to be slippery coming back up. This is a nice part of this bike. It's so small that it's quite light to control in this, and I can just put my feet on either side in the tracks and essentially just slide down and just work the rear brake and control my speed going down. But yeah, coming up is going to be fun. I hope this is short. It's already longer than I would like it to be. Oh, it just keeps getting better. Right here, another one of these, but oh, got some trees stuck in there now. Oh, that's not good. Back it up. Damn it. Look at what happened there. Oh. Right. All this shrubs down here has been cut. Makes it a bit of a problem for the wheels. Right. You can hear water down there, so that must be the stream. You hear the stream down there though. It's right there. It's not far away. It's only a few hundred meters. Well, there is big obstacle number one. Just gonna stop and have a break here and figure out if I'm gonna go across or not, or if I'm just gonna fish this. It should in theory be pretty good fishing as well. Well, a man's got to know when he's beat. Sometimes you have a plan, you do the research, you're gonna go and do something, but the reality is you just don't know whether it's gonna work out as you were hoping, and this didn't. But as a consolation, I will still have a stunning river to fish, so I'm excited. New water, new place, and hopefully some good trout. It's a really nice looking pool, and you can't see it, but I can see a big rainbow just in front of me about there. The plan originally was to go overnight and fish a river, well, a section of a river that I've never fished, high up in the headwaters. There's two ways to get into it. The easy way is too long for this bike, and there's just no way I could extend the battery to make the trip there and back on that much easier track. So there's this track that I've gone on, and I researched it. I knew it was going to be a tough track, but my detour this morning was a bigger detour than I thought. I should have only been about 4.5 kilometers to where I am now, and I'm over 7, and that leaves another 4.5 to where I'm supposed to go. And with that, I've got a thing here to extend the battery, Blue Yeti EB3A, which can charge this bike at least half. But even with that, I don't think with all the ups and downs in the terrain I could make it across all the way there and back. And it's taking a lot longer than I was planning as well, because of the terrain is worse than what I researched. So, and then the stream crossing is basically, the crossing itself is alright, but then it goes through a creek, and then it just goes straight up that hill. And yeah, it's another bunch of extra battery power and stuff, and then it's still quite a way to get to where I'm supposed to go. So it's just not going to happen. It would be a silly mistake to do that. At the moment I can easily get back. It will be a lot shorter going back, and I can just charge the battery here now. There's a nice little spot here. Someone's obviously camped here at some stage, and I can set up, have breakfast, have a coffee, set up my rods. Let's get on and do some things. The cool thing I did do is I got some pannier bags for the bike, well, I'll go saddle bags, off Temu, and I just added modified by Taylor and just shortened a bit in the middle because it's made for a big quad bike. I actually just had a section cut out and made it so it can fit under this. So there's a bag on that side and a bag on that side, so you can carry day stuff in there. I am, after today, utterly impressed with this bike and what it's capable of. My god, look at the mud on that and caked. And you guys have seen what I've been through now, and the terrain and up and down. It handled it really well. Like, I'm very impressed. I wasn't planning to do quite that sort of stuff with this bike, and yeah, as I said, like a big bike, a big bike would be very hard because it'd be heavy and slipping around, and you can't, like, you'd slide down with a big bike, you could potentially get pinned if it falls over on you in one of those slippery bits. But this, I can just put my feet down and slide down on the hill, and when I go up, if I need to, I just get off, just to give a bit of power and push it up the hill. So yeah, very capable, very handy. I'm looking forward to taking this on many trips, probably not so many fishing trips. I do a bit of bow hunting, so this is ideal for farm tracks, quad bike tracks like this. And I know I've got a easy 6 to 10 kilometer range one way, and then 20 k's total easy in return. So that's an easy day into the backcountry on a farm or whatever hunting, and it's quiet, so you can get into places without making a fuss and noise and stuff. And it's small. I can put it in the back of my car. Well, I don't want to put it in the back of my car now. So messy. But yeah, very impressed. Very, very impressed. I'm absolutely sold. I love this little bike. Let's take the battery out and charge the bike. And then IONREADY gave me the Blue Yeti EB3A, which has got an inverter, and it can charge this. Turn that on, and then it will charge. And you can have a look at the wattage and stuff there. The ups and downs, the hills really, especially going up, pulled a bit of battery power to get it up those bits, especially with the extra weight in the backpack and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, but it's still that good. I mean, 7 kilometers here. When I stopped, I was at about only, well, I think 2 bars down out of 5. So it was also not a full 2 bars. It would sometimes come back up to 1 and then 2. So it was doing all right. I think I would have made it to where I wanted to go if I had a reasonable track. I also have one of these now, Zoleo, for safety reasons. I want to make sure I can let my family know where I am, what's going on and stuff like that. And in cases like this, I can update them my plans and what my location is and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, this or InReach or something like that, or at least a PLB, which I also have an additional PLB as well, just a standard PLB, which is what I got first. But then I decided to get one of these just for an extra layer of safety and stuff like that. And even if you're in the backcountry, you can communicate with helicopters and stuff like that as well. So yeah, just going to quickly send a message to my wife to let her know my plans have changed slightly, and so they know where I am. Haraway's Oats Quick Serve Sachets. I've got 2 rods today. I've got my 9'6" weight, which I was meant to use on the bigger river, so otherwise I would have brought my 5. But Primal Bold 9'6" weight, and I'm going to use this for dries. I was actually going to use it for streamers on the big river, but it's a bit tight here for streamers, I think. So I'm just going to stick a big dry on that and try to catch that first fish in the pool. And then I've also got my nymphing rod in here, 10'6" free weight Primal Zone, and I've got my Euro reel for that. I'm just going to set that up with a single nymph for where there's deeper bits. Cool. 2 Theo in the pool. I don't know what the Theo are going to think of this, but I can see that trout in there, and I'm going to put the dry on it. That's better. Will they come for that? Not going to go miles for it, that's for sure. I don't know what my casting is all about suddenly. That's better. Does not want that big dry. I kind of think I've messed the first fish up already, so I do not see it anymore. I appear to have spooked it completely and entirely. I'll slowly... oh no, got one, a little one. Smaller one. So there's fish in there still, ones that I can't see. But that wasn't the big one that I wanted to catch. Right, there are smaller fish in there. Cool. I'll take it for a start. And it's jumping like mad. But I wanted that big one. Woohoo! Cool. Well, at least the first pool I've got a fish hooked so far. I just got to land it. Oh, I'll just stick on there. Only a little rainbow. That's maybe about a pound and a half. Nice. You can see a big fish in a nasty spot. Only way is going to be a bow and arrow. Let that drift and see if it will come for it. Nope. Wasn't quite far enough over, I don't think. Yeah. That's better. That's probably too far over. Oh, I missed that. It's got stuck on that log. Will it take it now? Tree. don't know whether that was a disastrous drift. It's too far over. That's what I want. Should be a reasonable drift. Yep, it took it. Yes. Yes, that's a good fish. That's what we want. That's a nice fish. No, don't take me into that log. Tree rock. I think it might have been the fish from down there that I saw earlier. It came nicely over to that nymph once I got it in the right position. Looks like it's a jack. That is a very nice fish. Come on. Let's come upstream a bit. Trouty. Get him upstream. Get him into the net. Yes! Now that is what we wanted. It's 4 pound. Woohoo! That is a simply fantastic start. Who cares that I didn't get to the river that I wanted to? A little nymph in there. Fishing a single nymph on the Euro setup. We're perfect for a magnificent trout. Look at that, man. Woohoo! Nice. Yes. That's the day, worth it. All that struggling on the tracks, absolutely worth it when you can come into beautiful places like this and catch a trout like that, hey? What an adventure, already worthwhile, fantastic. Let's get it away. So this is the head of the pool. It looks really, really good. And I do want a dry fly fish, even though it's late in the season. I think there might be still the odd fish that will be willing to come up for a big dry. So I'm just going to put a big dry through here for a couple of casts. Doesn't look like it. One more cast up the head. That's a nice cast. And no interest. So I've tried the dry fly. Let's try the nymph. Well, I was going to do the same strategy with the dry if I spotted a fish, but I really have not seen anything in here, and it's incredibly deep. Well, this GoPro battery went flat. I don't know how long it's going to last, but hooked that big one in the head of the pool and see if we can get it out. It's pretty strong. I'm just going to let it tire out in the pool and try to land it in the shallow here. It's just holding deep at the moment. Yeah, hopefully this GoPro battery lasts. It's also on its last legs. Yeah, it's a good fish. To get it out. Yes! Right in the tip of the mouth. Silver beak, that is a pheasant tail. Rightio, let's see where this one goes. I was trying to change GoPro batteries and I lost it out of the net. Damn, but that was a nice fish. I didn't end up weighing it because the GoPro battery went flat, and then I wanted to change it. And then I messed around with the net and quickly changed the batteries and it's gone. Oh well, try and catch another one. That was awesome though. That was a hole in the net actually. I I didn't fix the net properly clearly. I had fixed a big hole in there, but clearly not well enough. Oh well. Well, even though I can't see a fish, I definitely think it's worth giving the dry fly a go here. Okay, let's see if the nymph can do the trick for us. Yep, actually saw the fish, I didn't see the tape. The line just went sideways. There we go. Okay, another good fish. Now hopefully we can actually get this one out and show it to the camera. So that would be quite nice. It's going a little bit berserk. Whoa. As I said, a little bit berserk. It's quite a late strike on me, so I hope I didn't foul hook it. We'll just be patient. It's currently doing his nutty business. I just wanted to stay in the pool while I tire it out. So there aren't any snags I can't see. So that fish clearly didn't want the dry. It was just sitting down deep. It was just quite keen on the nymph. So I cast that over that fish multiple times. Oh, come on. Oh, through the net. Just the hole in the net is a problem. Okay, it is a considerably bigger fish than I thought. Often the case, they just don't look as big. This hole in the net. Another fabulous backcountry New Zealand trout. Look at that fat rainbow. I'd say 3 pound probably, but beautiful condition. Just very good condition, fat, strong fish. So just a worthwhile trip, fantastic trip. But I couldn't show you the previous fish, but that happened. That's big fish number 3, so very pleased. That was my target, at least 3 fish on this exploratory trip. So a great success so far, and we still have 2 or 3 hours to go. So I want to get out of here. It's now 11:30. I want to get out here by sort of 2:30, start walking back, because I haven't got very far. I should be getting back there at 3, and that will give me a few hours before dark to get out and make sure if I struggle I have the time to get out. So yeah, let's keep going. There's hopefully more water up there somewhere, and I'm gonna have another go for them, see if there's a few more fish. Confluence pools always have fish, so that was right in the tail, so I've got a lot to fish still. All right, let's see if there's a few more of these fish in here. Yeah, smaller fish. I'm going to try and keep that one, and landed pretty quick because I want to keep it out of the rest of the pool. Okay, just stay in the net fish. Little rainbow, cool. Let's get that away. I'm going to get under that tree over that side, a little bit further up, and try to do another cast. Oh, there's a fish. Yep, got him. He was on the surface, I could see him. Just dropped the nymph in front of him, and we're on. Okay, so this pool produced. That was nice. It was just sitting next to those trees up there. Oh. Try and cross over this again. Oh, alright, it's decent. It's decent, yes. Okay, let's hope we can keep it on. Got it escaping again. Just gonna grab it out here. I'm gonna take the fly out. And oh no, I thought it was going to be a bigger fish, but it's a bit skinny, so it's not as heavy as it should be. Oh, but it is a beautiful fish. Look at that, man. Backcountry fish in New Zealand, just awesome, just absolutely awesome. I mean, isn't that worth traveling for? I don't know, that would be a good 60 centimeters probably. It's a bit skinny though. This would be, if it was in good condition, it would be a 5-6 pound fish. So I'll look there and let's get it away. This is not a split in the river, and that's a tributary. So, our river's got a lot smaller. Hopefully there's still a few good pools and some fish. If that's the case. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of walk between pools. We're going to end up now with tiny pools like this. We're going to have to be carefully approached. Well, this is the most promising pool so far, and I'm not seeing any sign of a fish. So I can see a fish in here. I was going to do a dry fly on it, but it's very tight and it's still feeding deep. I'm going to have to creep up onto it and try and bow and arrow a nymph in front of it. I'm going to hardly have room to strike. I can just see it there. Try and get close enough to get a fly in front of it without it seeing me. That is not anywhere near it. Maybe get a little bit close up. Not doing very well with the casts. I'm not loading it enough. Too nervous. It's feeding actively, so I think I just need to get it close to it. It's right under by that bank now. It's a bloody hard place for it to go. Alright, that's the spot. Racing over to it, isn't it? Yes! Yes! That was very cool. Even if I don't land this fish, that would be very cool. My net, unfortunately, I left it on the backpack while I was creeping up here. Crap. Okay, how am I going to do this? I'm going to have to bring it into the tail. That was awesome, very technical. And Theo sitting and looking there. So I might have to, I can't reach my net. I'm going to have to just bring it out here. The other GoPro's battery has gone flat anyway. Pretty much run out of GoPro batteries. I hope this one lasts until I land this fish, if I land it. But what a cool, neat, tight spot to hook and hopefully land a really big trout. That's a nice big trout, man. Sight fishing with tiny nymph, bow and arrow casting. Yeah, that's pretty neat. So it's good to know there are good fish up here. It took a few pulls. Whoa. Right back down. Going mad now. Oh crap, that's not good. Disaster averted. Okay, maybe I can reach my net if I just walk backwards, put the backpack on and reach the net. All I need to do is clip the net off. Okay, I've got the net. No, just not to lose the fish. Don't go downstream. No, 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 no. That was not what I wanted. It's in the wrong pool now. Gotta go down. This is not the pool I wanted it in, but anyway, we've got to do what we've got to do. That is a nice rainbow. Might be downstream a bit. Out of the trees. Not what I was thinking, taking my backpack off without the net. If you know this channel, you know net sagas is something I do well. If there's a problem with a net, that's something I can figure out. Chunky fish. Right, yeah. Trapped itself. And keep it in this broken net. There's a big fish. Thankfully, tail out of the hole. This is a fish. Tiny. 6 pound. 6 pound. Yes. This is a fish. This is the fish of the season probably for me. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Big backcountry fish on a tiny piece of water. Beautiful condition hen. Just look at that fish. Just look at that fish. Look, 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 look. Oh my god. 6 pound. Beautiful. Took me to the bottom pool. Bow and arrow cast. And you can't ask for more. It's fantastic. My goodness, oh, that makes the adventure worthwhile. My GoPro batteries are pretty flat. It's time to trudge back through the river and enjoy a very successful trip, and made possible by that little Kugoo electric dirt bike. Who would have thought? Here we go. See if we can get up this track. I couldn't do this as a day trip. It would be hours and hours worth of walking, and just got me into these places, and I'm very impressed with that bike. So IONREADY, who has supplied me with the bike, has put a discount on the bike. There's a link in the description and in the comments, and you can get a discount on anything on their website with the code you use, and just use a link to get to the website. And they sell other electric bikes, and they sell the Blue Yeti EB3A, which I've used to charge my bike so I can get back, and you can use that as a power supply for everything else as well. See over track's a bit of a disaster. Don't actually know exactly where it's going. Back on track. No wonder the detour exists. I'm regretting not taking it now, but I didn't have enough battery for it. Oh, not much better. Potentially even worse. Sometimes the bite passes aren't a very choice either. More and more mud and water. Not much to do other than fall through the bloody mud. Okay, that's too deep. Get that out of here before the boat dies. That's deep. Gosh, I'm feeling wearing weight. Those locked up. The brakes. Right on the brakes. Yeah, that's free. There we go. I think we will go through it again. Can't believe it's still going. How is it still going? I made it. I'm back. Wow, what an incredible adventure. Crazy fly fishing, really good big trout. The dirt biking on the way back was a challenge. Those uphills, they nearly killed me. Slippery and sliding and trying to make it up there. And then when I finally thought I got it better, the track bit I skipped, well, there was a reason there was a detour for that. So mud and bogs and trees fallen, and yeah, the little bike Kugoo did way better than I could have ever expected. I'm surprised it was all alive, but when I did a speed test up the road here at full speed at mode 3, 35 kilometers an hour, and even with a drained battery, was just hooning up and down. Yeah. Will I do it again on this track? Nope. It's just too hard and too risky to do it on this track. I'll have to find a way to do it on the other track. Maybe extend the battery life of this even further. This track is just too tough. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Watch another one up here. Thanks for watching.